What if one platform could handle almost your entire print-on-demand design workflow, from generating original designs and removing backgrounds to enhancing image quality, creating product mockups, and even preparing your Etsy listings, all in one place? Well, that is exactly what caught my attention about MyDesigns. In this video, we will first research a print-on-demand clipart idea that is already attracting buyers on Etsy. Then, I will show you how to create a commercial-ready clipart collection from start to finish using MyDesigns. Before we start creating anything, the first thing we need to do is find a clipart idea that is already attracting buyers. One mistake many beginners make is jumping straight into designing without first validating whether people are actually interested in that style. That is why I always begin my workflow with product research. For this video, I will be using Etsy to validate the market because it allows us to see what customers like or dislike about a product. We can then use this information to create a better version of the design. We will be focusing on creating an in-demand clipart design because clipart can easily be applied to different white label and print-on-demand products. Right now, I'm using an external Etsy analysis tool for product research, but MyDesigns is about to launch a new feature called Agent, which will handle the research directly inside the platform. Think of it as your own AI virtual assistant. It will automate the entire workflow while you are sleeping or even on vacation. For now, after searching for different keywords on Etsy, I came across a clipart collection called Funny Sarcastic 1950s Retro Housewife. From the look of it, I could immediately tell that this type of design would work well on t-shirts. I was also able to check the performance of the product. We can see that it has maintained consistent sales performance over several months, even though the listing was created relatively recently. The reviews also show that there is still consistent demand for this type of design. After reviewing the product's performance, we can examine the artwork to understand the visual style being used. However, when a particular design style has already attracted a large audience, it is often a good idea to recreate the concept in a different style. This allows you to appeal to a different type of customer while avoiding the problem of blending in with every other seller in the market. Now that we have validated the niche, the next challenge is creating a design that stands out, and that is exactly where MyDesigns comes in. MyDesigns is an all-in-one print-on-demand platform built to simplify your entire design workflow. Whether you are creating design for digital or print-on-demand graphics for physical product, it provides a collection of AI-powered tools that can help you generate multiple artworks at once, create more product mockups for your design, and prepare your Etsy listings, all from one platform. MyDesigns also integrates with popular print-on-demand marketplaces, making it easier to manage your workflow without constantly switching between different tools and platforms. One feature I really like is its AI listing assistant, which can help generate SEO-optimized product titles, descriptions, and tags. This can save you a lot of time when publishing your product. You can also create and manage multiple listings at once instead of uploading every design individually. If you are someone who spends a lot of time moving between different tools just to prepare one product for Etsy, MyDesigns is definitely a platform worth checking out. I will leave a link in the description below so you can try it for yourself. Now, let us jump into the platform and start creating our clipart designs. After creating an account on MyDesigns, click on Open Dashboard. Once you are inside, you will immediately notice that the platform is easy to navigate. MyDesigns provides a quick start process that guides you through the steps required to create your first listing. On the dashboard, you can also see the number of available AI credits you have for creating designs and listings. You can even track the performance of the products you have created and published through MyDesigns. Before creating our designs, we first need to connect our Etsy store to MyDesigns. To do this, click on Stores and select Etsy. Etsy will then ask you to authorize MyDesigns to access your store. Click on Grant Access and your Etsy shop will be connected to the platform. To begin creating the designs, click on Dream AI. This will open the Dream AI control panel. The first option here is Mode. When you click on it, you will see several generation modes to choose from. For this video, I will be using the text to image option. The next section is Model, which includes many of the popular AI image generation models. For this design, I will be using Nano Banana Pro. Below that, we have the number of images, which controls how many results will be generated from each prompt. I will leave this set to one image. We can also use the resolution and aspect ratio settings to choose the format of our designs. For this project, I will be using a 1:1 aspect ratio. The prompt box is located below these settings. One interesting feature I like is the parallel prompt option. When this feature is activated, you can enter multiple image prompts in a single generation. For example, I can enter one prompt for my first design, add another prompt for a completely different design underneath it, and continue adding more prompts. When I click generate, MyDesigns creates all of these different designs at the same time. This means I do not have to wait for one prompt to finish before starting the next one. It is a much faster way to create an entire clipart collection. Once the designs have been generated, we can begin selecting the ones we want to use. MyDesigns allows us to select up to 120 designs at once. After selecting the designs, we need to click on Save Design first. After that, I will choose the option to remove the background. I will also upscale the designs so they do not appear pixelated when they are printed on products. Once the background removal and upscaling are complete, we can proceed to the next stage. We will be taken this section where we can select the design we want to turn into product. Once we are done selecting, I will click on Create Product, then select Pod because I want to prepare them for physical product. Then we will be taken to the catalog section where we can access different white label and print-on-demand products. For this design, I will select women clothing because it fit for our design. So as we scroll down, we can see several popular products that our designs can be applied to. I will select a women's t-shirt. After selecting a t-shirt, we will be taken to a page where we can choose a print partner. MyDesigns provides its own print partner for this particular product. We can also select Printify and view the available print providers. When we scroll down, we can see basic information about the product, including its features and printing details. To continue, I will select a print partner. Next, we will be taken to the mockup section. Here, we can choose the t-shirt colors and sizes we want to offer. We can also click on Add Mockup and select multiple mockups to choose the product images we want to use in our listing. Now, to adjust the size or position of the design, click on the canvas. This gives us the option to scale and reposition the artwork. Instead of manually adjusting every design, we can right-click and select Sync. This means that the size and positioning applied to one design will automatically be applied to the other selected designs as well. Once everything looks good, click Save and then select Proceed to Data. This is the section where we need to enter the product information. However, we do not have to create everything manually because MyDesigns has an AI tool that can generate the information for us. Click on Advanced Vision AI and MyDesigns will ask whether you want to apply it to one design or all of your designs. Since I am creating multiple products, I will select all designs. The platform will then ask you to choose the product type. So I will select t-shirt. I will leave Etsy selected as the marketplace. I will also make sure that the title, description, and tags are selected before clicking Generate Data. We can now see that MyDesigns has automatically generated a product title, description, and tags for the listing. I can select the other designs to review the information generated for each one and make any necessary adjustments. The next step is pricing. In this section, we can see how much the product will cost to produce, the selling price, and the estimated profit. You can adjust the selling price based on how much profit you want to make. Once everything looks good, we can move on to previewing the product. After carefully reviewing the product details, mockups, prices, and listing information, click on Create Product. Then after selecting this information for your product, you click on Create and Publish. Then the product will then automatically be created and published in your Etsy shop. So we see how it was a lot easier to create a print-on-demand design and list it out without leaving the platform. As I mentioned earlier, MyDesigns is definitely a platform worth checking out, especially if you want to simplify your print-on-demand workflow and avoid jumping between multiple tools. I will leave a link in the description below so you can try MyDesigns for yourself. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.